Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect. Today, for Technique Tuesday, I'm going to be telling you guys how to side deck properly and how to invest in the side deck cards. Now, as you guys can see, I have a binder full of side deck cards. It just has everything that's sideboard worthy. I still try to collect anything that I would think that would be decently sideboard worthy against, future metas or future references, just anything that would be useful at all. And this is going to be very critical into how you want to side and what you want to side. I know there's some holes in here mainly because it's either A, it's in a side deck or one of my deck boxes right now and I haven't put it back, or B, a friend's using it or something like that. Like right here, it should be some side deck spell card that I can't think of right now. Just a couple of holes there again. But really just a lot of good side deck cards. Almost anything you guys can imagine that's side deck cards. None of this stuff is for trade. I never trade from my side deck binder. Now with that being said, I just wanted to show you guys how to side. Now, you typically, at a local level, you do not side for tier 1 decks unless your locals consist of Dragon Ruler, Dragon Ruler, Dragon Ruler, Prophecy, Dragon Ruler, Dragon Ruler, Dragon Ruler. Do not side just for Dragon Rulers and Prophecies. That's asinine. If you go to a scrubby locals, why would you side for the top tier decks? That makes no sense. Now, we definitely want to side for what we see. If you have one of these type of binders, a side deck binder, where you just collect a whole bunch of side deck cards, then congratulations, your job is just a lot easier. Now, you typically want to side for, first of all, the deck and your deck's weaknesses. So, I'm going to take, for example, let me just pull out a deck right here. What deck is this? Fire Fist, sure. I'm going to take Fire Fist, for example. We know that Fire Fists rely on our spells and traps, and we also know that they special summon a lot. So if I see a lot of Fire Fists in my meta, what exactly do I want to do to stop them? Well, first we have to analyze what we're playing. And let me get a deck to find out what I'm playing. Prophecy! We have Prophecy. Let's just say I'm playing Prophecy. And I want to effectively side deck against Fire Fist. Well, in order to do that, I need to address the problems that Fire Fists have over Prophecies. Now, for a tier's sake, this would actually be kind of like the tier-wise Prophecies up here, Fire Fist down here. But let's somehow make them an even tier. Let's say that half of the players play Fire Fist and half of the players play Prophecy, and I really just need to side over them. Now, my only problem seems to be with the Fire Fist probably would be Cardinal and their ranks, or them continuously summoning monsters. No, I would not side Fairy Wind to destroy their spells and trap cards when I want to stop them from summoning monsters. My typical side would probably be the Effect Veilers to stop the Spirit Plays if I'm running against 3 axes. If I'm running for 4 axes, I probably wouldn't even bother. Maybe Morphing Jar to when they summon a whole bunch of monsters, I can put it back to the deck with Morphing Jar. But more than likely, since they have more monsters than me, and since Prophecies only summon 1 monster, Kaiser Collins will completely shut them down. We just really want to go over the cards that would really, really hurt them and that will play to our advantage. We do not want to run cards that would hurt us in the process unless we really needed to. For example, I would not run Imperial Iron Wall in a Prophecy deck to stop Fire Fist. Why? Because I can't even think of a single card that Fire Fist do with banishment other than Blaster. Blaster's not my problem. People, stop siding for what you think is the problem. Let's take example if you're siding against Prophecy and I'm playing Mermails. I wouldn't side for anything except for my problem. Problem being Spellbook of Fate. What would I side against it? Imperial Iron Wall. Yes, it only hits that 1 card. What is our only problems besides that 1 card in Mermonsters? Nothing. And that's why you have to effectively side against your opponent. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the quantity of siding cards. Here's where it gets a little tricky. But here is my rule. If you want to draw regularly, side in 3. I mean, if I side in 2 cards, I can't expect to see it every game 1. I want to see, if the cards that I want to see game 1, I'm going to side in triple of. The cards that I don't mind seeing any time of the duel, I'm going to side 2 of. And the only card that you would side 1 of is if it's limited or if you already have 2 in main board. So that is the logic behind it. Obviously, there are some rule breakers that I cannot think of right now. We'll get into that definitely later. For example, the mermail idea. Let's go back to the Mermail versus Prophecy if I am citing the Imperial Iron Walls. Where are my iron walls? Thank you, Mr. Playstrong. Here are my iron walls. Now, how many would I decide? Definitely not 2, because spellbooks can have fate at any given time, at any given moment. They typically get it first turn. So I would side in all 3. Now, if I also wanted to stop them special summoning, like if I were playing a Blue Eyes build, then I would probably want to side in the Vanity's Emptinesses, which are also in here. Now, 2 or 3 depending. Does it hurt me? Yes. Is it necessary? Yes. So 2 Vanity's Emptiness would probably be perfect for stopping them. Overall, you really just have to focus on your meta and decide what's good against the meta so you can side against them. Do not side the exact same side deck of a YCS winner. Why? Because he's playing a YCS. This is why decks are so irrelevant in local levels that you're playing straight from a YCS deck list. They're running Triple Max C. Why would you run Triple Max C if your locals consist of Blackwings? That will not work. I promise you guys, it will not work. You really want to be a strategist when it comes to these type of side decking options. And that's why having a side deck binder, just any of the good cards, all of the good cards that are potentially sideboard worthy in one spot, and don't trade it because it will go up in price and you will need it. But thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.